Hello, welcome back to Only Pistols. Today we're having a look at a Sako. This is a Sako 3-in-1. 3-in-1, well, one pistol, 3 calibres. I've only got 2 at this stage. Let's have a look at some of the markings on it to start. So on this side, you can see you've got the serial number, proof marks. On the top, Sako calibre 32, hopefully to remind you which one you're shooting. And on this side at the front, Sako, Finland. Otherwise, markings are for the sights, so you've got handy adjustment there showing which way, and the same for the rear sights. So, sights fixed for width on both the front and rear sight. Standard patridge built in, but very clear, very good for their time. Trigger, fully adjustable and with an over travel stop, and then magazine is in there, and that's the magazine release. So it's a heel release, and it looks quite unusable, but actually when you put your thumb in, it works really well. So standard blowback. Big heavy weights on the ears there to control the recoil, and just opens up. So let's load up with 5 rounds and show you some shooting. Standard steel magazine with a little toe clip on there, which I'll show you. Ears on both sides to help you load it. It's quite simply pull the follower down and drop the rounds in. You do need to make sure the rounds are down before you try and put the next one in. There you go. And that's on the magazine, that is the ejector. So of the 2 magazines I've got, one, the ejector probably isn't quite rightly timed, so what I tend to find is the 5th round always stovepipes. So, to load up, insert the magazine, pack it back, check. There you go, 5 rounds in 32. So let's quickly change out the calibres, because that's what you can do. And we can point out some more of the interesting features along the way. So to take the pistol down, it's this screw here, standard flat bladed screwdriver. Let's get it started. And then the last bit is just push the muzzle down onto the table, take the pressure off. So that's the screw. And then it quite simply comes apart. So there's your 32 barrel, complete with your sights and everything completely set. So no need to change anything. So you put that down. And then have a look at the grip and trigger group. So, should have taken it out earlier, but I mean, moving the magazine, so you just pull that tab forwards, and the magazine then lifts out. Magazines helpfully are also marked on their base for what they're actually shooting, because otherwise they're identical, obviously, to be able to fit to that. So, why is this so clever? Well, one, you've got a single strip lug there. And on the later tri-ace, so there were 3 variations of this, and the last one was the tri-ace, which the underlugs were a little bit longer just to give a bit more support to the barrel assembly when you're putting it in. So what's so clever? The trigger, that little pin there, sits up against this screw, and the screw is at different positions for the two calibers, or it would be the three calibers. So when you put the barrel assembly in, and on this one again, same thing there for marking, so you've got your serial number, proof marks, and on the top, Sako caliber 22 long rifle, and on the side, Sako Finland. So essentially the same. When you assemble it, you push it in, so that pin is making contact with that little screw at the front, and that is what sets the trigger for the correct weight. So you get different trigger weights depending on which caliber you're shooting. Obviously with the 22 you can have a different trigger weight, and certainly if you were using the 22 short you could have a much lighter trigger. And the brilliant thing about this is that the trigger is set by the barrel you've got on top of it. So there we go, that's it. You've changed over now to 22 long rifle, much thinner ears, but still a straightforward blowback. So let's load up with some rounds. Again, standard finger tab. You can see the magazine there. Again, marked for the caliber. And basically you've just got a smaller insert to take it down to 22 long rifle. Overcoming that spring tension on the magazine release is quite tough, but other than that, slide, check, yes, barrel's in place. So let's fire 5 rounds. Take the magazine out. Like I said, it actually works really easily. Just literally finger on top of the tab, thumb to push the lever back, and out the magazine comes. It's actually one of the easiest magazine releases I've come across. I'm very fortunate with this one. I have a medium-sized hand and I haven't had to do anything to it, so medium-sized grip, it fits me very nicely. So that's it, the Sako 3-in-1. They were sold as a kit, so you bought a kit and you could specify which barrel tops you want. Initially they were sold in the first generation as a 22 long rifle and a 32. Then they added in the second phase, which is what this is, where you've got wooden grip. That's the only real difference between the first and second versions, was the addition of the wooden grip, wooden orthopaedic grip. But you also then got the option of having the 22 short barrel. And like I said, then later on, there was a couple of years stopping production, and then they produced the trays. And it's a lovely pistol to shoot. As you saw, virtually no recoil either in 32 or 22. Lovely trigger, very nice pistol to shoot. Sako produced this pistol. That's it. Obviously they were are renowned rifle makers, and I think they looked at this and went, well, we want to be able to show we can produce a top flight target pistol as well. So they went ahead and built a top flight target pistol. It did win some medals for the for the Finnish team, and then they stopped making them, and they haven't made any since. So a very lovely pistol, quite rare by most target pistol standards, lovely to shoot, and some really interesting features on it. So there you go, Sako 3-in-1, of which I've got 2, and a lovely pistol to shoot. If you've liked this, then please like, subscribe, and I will otherwise see you again soon with another pistol. Thanks. Bye.